All right. Hey, everybody. It's Gmo. We got another toolbox store for you. This one is a relative of mine's who is a retired machinist. And I really like spending time out here in this space. So I wanted to document this more so for myself, but a few of you have really liked the other videos I've been doing, so I just wanted to show this off for a few minutes and talk about some cool tools that my relative has. So this toolbox, it's an older Craftsman, triple stack with the mid box. Plenty of storage in here, and you'll see it's pretty jam-packed, full of tools. I really like this box. I've always liked them, and I hope to eventually get my own. I'm just going to walk through some of these drawers and show off some stuff, and I will pull out a few things that I find interesting, that I like in particular. Like I said, this is a retired machinist's box, so really pretty different than my toolbox. There's a lot of tools that I wouldn't have, like these kind of squares, old style squares. I think those are really cool. Lots of ratcheting bit handles. I really like this ratcheting Craftsman. I think it's a Western Forge. That's a really nice little unit. Some old calipers. These are super cool. I'm not going to open up everything. That would take me forever. This is a bunch of files in here. Let me pop it out. Tons of files. Lots of stuff for doing some minor fabricating. And my relative, like I said, they're retired. I love the screwdriver drawer, all the old Craftsmans. These are super cool. I really like these awesome screwdrivers. Tons and tons of them. All sorts of different sizes. But the kind of work that they do now is just kind of putsy hangout work, and I'll actually show off. This is the kind of stuff that my relative does now. I found this old truck at a friend of mine's parents' house. They were cleaning it out to sell it as part of an estate, and it was rusty, crusty, and gross. My friend said, "You can take that." And I said, "Okay, I know exactly who to give this to give it a new life." So my relative takes these, sands them down, cleans them up with wire brushes, and then paints them. And it's not perfect, but let me tell you, this thing looks eons better than it did before. So that's the kind of work that this toolbox does these days. Minor repairs, putsy, take apart stuff, clean it up. This is another drawer I really like, the pliers drawer. This set of snap-on linesmans is super nice, really smooth. And these actually, I'm pretty sure used to be my father's. So these are going to be mine one day, but they can live in here for now. They ain't going anywhere. Yeah, lots of pliers. And a lot of these, except for the few that came from, other relatives, a lot of these are from garage sales. Garage sales and yard sales. My relative used to putz around and go to yard sales all the time. Pick stuff, clean stuff up, buy stuff. The wrench drawer is super cool. These are a bunch of mostly mismatched wrenches. So like I said, a lot of them pieced together from flea markets and yard sales. So that's cool. Really nice double-sided snap-on wrench. Yeah. Yep. Mix mash sets. Lots of old Craftsman V-Series. Lots of Craftsman. Could say my family's a Craftsman family. Some more Snap-on stuff in here too. But paying full price for Snap-on definitely makes me almost want to faint. Here we go. Some more ratchets and some sockets. This is a standout. This was a I don't want to call it a gift, because the story I was told was that this was given to my relative as kind of like a thank you for doing some lawn care for a friend of theirs. And it's fine tooth flex head. This is a really nice ratchet. I've used it a couple times helping them out, working on stuff. There's another Snap-on 3/8 drive. This is an older one, but it's a nice one. And there's a little baby guy, little 1/4 inch. That's super cool. This one I really like. This is actually an SK fine tooth. This is a nice ratchet. Really enjoy that one. And there's a little baby Craftsman breaker bar that I find extremely humorous and awesome. But yeah, a lot of hodgepodge stuff together. But hey, that's the way you do it. This is the affordable way to do things. You can't always buy everything new, and I wouldn't recommend buying everything new. Currently helping a friend of mine work on putting together a toolbox for his home to work on his car. I actually have a preview video of what that's looking like, all emptied out really at this point, on my channel as well. And it's, you know, it's kind of how I would do things if I was starting from scratch and I had no tools. But I wouldn't buy everything new. There's a few things I would buy new, unless I could find them secondhand. But buying secondhand, especially good lifetime warranty tools like Snap-on, Mac, or Craftsman, old Craftsman, finding that kind of stuff on the cheap at a yard sale or flea market is absolutely the way to go. Look at these freaking giant snips. I think these are awesome. Giant snips. This is a really nice Craftsman Professional flathead too. More of a pry bar flathead. That's what it's used for, I'm sure. It's with the pry bars, so I can only imagine. But my relative has a bunch of these like little toolboxes spread around too with tools in them. I won't dig into all those. That would take forever. But I really just wanted to show this off briefly. I got to pan over this stuff over here, and I'll go back and show the stuff on the other wall. Some old pipe wrenches. That's a really cool old wrench right there. Some gear wrenches, big boy ratchety boys. Some more gear wrenches up here. I really like these old Craftsmans with the socket end. Those are super cool. I'll pan back over, show off the toys one more time. Lots of cool old Structo trucks. I particularly like those ones up there with the campers on them. Those are awesome. I really enjoy those. Actually have one of these too, these little Structo trucks, but mine's really beat up and has never been cleaned up. I'll go back over this tool wall. There's a few things that I particularly like over here that I want to show off. These old, the pegboard's escaping. These old Ford wrenches. Which is funny because my relative does not like Ford. Makes fun of Ford all the time because I drive a Ford Ranger. So there's some Ford wrenches. There's a Ford wrench. Old school Ford wrench here too. I have one of these as well. I found it in my dad's barn when I was cleaning it out. Some of these slip joint pliers that are Ford branded. These are really cool. I'm sure they'll end up being mine one day because I touch them every time I'm here and I talk about them. So some more toys and stuff. All the screwdrivers and little things. Like I said, my relative's doing little stuff more than anything these days. So lots of little screwdrivers for popping things apart. These little pocket screwdrivers are super nice. And then this toolbox right here is more like part storage and knickknacks. Some extra springs, shift knobs, some exhaust gaskets for his truck. Just that kind of stuff. Vice on the bench. But yeah, this is a retired machinist toolbox. So I hope you guys enjoyed looking at that and checking out the workshop space that it lives in. I'm really quite a big fan of this space, and I really enjoy this toolbox. Cool. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Take care.